What is up, everybody? Today we're going to be talking about simply do what you want with your life and don't worry about what everybody else thinks, and don't worry about what is optimal, because a lot of times we can get caught up in this, like finding everything, what is optimal, what is perfect way to do this, what is perfect way to do that, we should do this and that to make X amount of money, we should do this and that, you know. It's like, to an extent I agree, you have to do maybe some things in your life you don't want to do, for sure, sometimes, and maybe sometimes a lot of times you have to do a lot of things you don't want to do just to make ends meet. Sometimes you have to do things, but it's like, at the same time, live the life you want to live. If you want to go focus on lifting only and you don't like running or MMA, then don't do running or MMA. I feel like I hate when people give blueprints for life, which are like, you have to do X thing to be successful or to be good in sports or to be good in this and that. I get if somebody's giving out advice like this is pretty useful for your life, like do MMA so you can fight or be able to run more, so run. You know, it makes sense, but at the same time, if you don't like those things, it's like, there's no need to like live by this quote unquote perfect blueprint for life where you have to do certain things and achieve certain results and do your life a certain way so that you can call it successful, or that you can be this whatever person society wants you to be, or somebody is trying to tell you that you should be or you should do these things. I find this kind of like ridiculous when people start arguing that this is the best way to do this and that, or you should train this amount of times per week because it's just better, or if you like training many times a week, like let's say somebody says you should train 3 times a week, if you like training 5 and it works for you, then you should do that. If you like training 3 times a week, then do that. It's like, I try to avoid telling people what to exactly do, in a sense. I think there's some general things that are useful to kind of do, like regardless of who you are, like some general concepts and things to apply. But I think everybody should do what they want to do, and everybody should live by their own blueprint for life, what makes them enjoy life, what makes them have the best moments, what makes you have in a sense, the best blueprint, create the best blueprint for yourself, so you can enjoy life. For everybody it's kind of different. Some people like to work more, some people like to work less, some maybe just want to work and make some money and then chill the rest of the time. If that's them, you know, that's fine. If you don't have any ambition or you don't care and whatever. But the core of this message is just, don't worry about what everybody's trying to tell you on what to do. I mean, there are some general concepts that are useful, of course, that you can learn in everything probably in life, pretty much. It's like lifting, making money, whatever. There's some general concepts that are very useful to learn, but like the way you actually do it, the blueprint you run your life by, is completely up to you, and make sure it's something you actually enjoy, so that you can keep doing it long term rather than just forcing yourself to do something. It's like forcing yourself to go to the gym and weightlift if you don't like it. It doesn't really make sense, you know, in the long term, if you're like trying to force yourself into somebody else's shoes when you should be in your own. I've always kind of been more of a going my own type of path type of guy, you know, like just follow what I want to do rather than so much what everybody else wants to do. I might take some ideas from people and whatever, but I usually kind of just do what I want to do. I don't like being controlled and all these things. A lot of people in this world will also try to control you or manipulate you to do things, and it's just like, I feel like they're trying to like lock me down, in a sense, or like try to force me into their some kind of image, what they want me to be for them, and to kind of like use me. I feel like that's what a lot of things can also end up hurting you in the long term. It's like if you let people manipulate or control you and change the way you want to live your life. Now obviously there are some situations where you have to make compromises in life, regardless, so just take this as a you know, general advice. Don't take it as like a pure works for everything. But you know, there's sometimes compromise in life. Everything's not so black and white. But in general, like I would say, just live by the way you want to live. That makes life enjoyable for you. Like that's the key of this video. Basically, what I wanted to say. I don't know if I really have anything else to say about that. I think you probably should have gotten the point. If not, then I guess you could comment. But if there's a will, there's a way. Thank you for watching the video.